Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes,
We're back.
Yes, we are. This is Dr. Simonds, Metabolics and Weight Loss. Ask Me Anything, Facebook Live. I'm Dr. Simonds. This is Michelle Kennedy.
Michelle Kennedy.
Nurse practitioner Michelle Kennedy, for those of you who don't know us. Anyway, we're open today. We're doing this broadcast from our Raleigh location, which is on Falls of Neuse Road, out by 540, right next to Piper's Tavern and across from Lafayette Village, just down the street from the Lifetime Fitness. We're giving away a $25 Target gift card today.
Another one.
And Michelle, how do you get this?
So we're going to ask you to do two things. We want you to like this video, and then we want you to comment in the comment section, #SimonsAMA. So do those two things. You'll be entered, and at the end of this show, we'll pull a winner.
That's right. So, and look, I have people asking me about that all the time. On Thursday, about in the Durham office, someone said, I'm trying to win that $25 gift card, which I hadn't drawn my name in. I was like, well, try again Monday, because we're giving it away. Yeah. So
keep doing it.
Anyway, we thank you for attending this. We had to take a couple of weeks off. I had to be gone for a couple of weeks, and it just didn't work out. So we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Ready for action. And thank you for sending in all your good questions. Yes. We've compiled some of the best ones over the past couple of months that we've been out. So we're going to answer those today and keep sending them in, and share this video and comment live if you want, because that's what we're here for.
Before we get started on that, I just want to remind you of a product special. We're kind of getting into the season where all sorts of viral things are going on. And, there's not just COVID, there's all kind of other things that used to infect human beings, and those things are still out there. And so we've been running a special on some supplements you can take to kind of arm yourself up for the viral season. So it contains three things: Metagenics Immune Active, a high dose of vitamin D3 from Metagenics, and a very absorbable form of zinc from Metagenics. The three of those things normally run $78, and it's $55 if you come get them here in a bundle. And make sure and check our emails. If you just don't open our emails, you get them, don't open them, you don't see all these details, and you need to get in on the details. And so we have that here in the office. We ordered a lot of it. The stuff really, really helps, I think, this time of year. And prior to COVID, we didn't put too much kind of emphasis on this. And this made us all focus on, hey, what can we do to protect ourselves, not just from COVID, but from other things, right? So I think that's a good idea. And for those of you who are going to report me for false information, I'm not suggesting that this is a therapy for COVID. Please don't mistake that, okay? It's just good to kind of keep your immune system built up at a time where things like the flu, for example, are going to be present,
Yeah, we all need to work on keeping our immune systems stronger.
Yeah, all right.
Weight loss is part of that.
Yeah, so look, thanks again for joining us. Yes. We really appreciate that. We do this every other week, unless I get lazy and can't make it or whatever. So anyway, we probably do it 20 times a year. So, all right, we answer your weight loss questions, maybe anything else. I'm open to trying to answer other things if they don't pertain to weight loss, okay? Sure. If I can't answer them, I'll just be honest and tell you I don't know, okay? So $25 gift card on the line from Target today. And you got to like this video, and with a comment, #SimonsAMA. Yes. That's how you get registered for it.
Make sure to do it.
The producer will draw a winner before the end, and we'll announce who that is. Shall we get to the questions?
Let's jump in. Yeah, we're going to start with a really excellent question, considering it is now October, if you can believe it. And we are heading into the holiday season.
43 degrees when I got up this morning.
It was chilly. Yeah.
I find a long sleeve shirt somewhere to wear. Wearing shorts last night and a t-shirt.
Yeah, it's a good turn.
Pants, long sleeve shirts.
So Sarah from Raleigh is asking, how do you stay focused on weight loss during the holidays?
Yes.
And again, so pertinent right now. And we have this discussion with our patients every year in the fall, because it truly is challenging. Things are very different for all of us during these months. It's colder, we're inside more, there's more getting together with family, socialization, and there are holidays that are literally built around food and only food. So it is important to think about that going into this holiday season. And I mean, really, I could probably spend maybe the whole show talking about strategies for holidays or really just social events in general. So we'll stick to the pertinent points, but I really educate people and partner with them to come up with a plan.
Yeah.
Because
you perish for lack of a vision, as they say.
Oh, yes.
You got to have a plan.
Yep.
So Michelle is so right about this. Just, I mean, how long does it take to come up with a plan? You've been to holiday parties and stuff. You know what the gig is. All right. So just sketch out a plan in your mind. A very famous person who was previously head of the FDA, who had a weight problem and lost a lot of weight and kept it off. So he would take a 3x5 card, cut it in half, okay, and just jot down this plan. So it'd take 30 seconds. He had to go to all these sort of social events. He knew what the deal was. They were going to have bacon wrapped this, that, and the other, bacon wrapped scallops, but they would also have like cookies and candies and this sort of thing and sweet drinks. And so he made some constraints on himself. This is what I allow myself to have. This is what it'll look like. And he said that 95% of the time, he always followed what he wrote down.
It's really smart.
Okay. Yeah, the other thing I'd say, if you took a jar and every day you're putting a penny in the jar for a month, right? And one day you don't, you still got, on 30-day month, 29 pennies.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, right? All right. It's this way with the holidays. People don't get way off track because they ate too much on Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day, or, for example, on New Year's Eve. Okay, no, it's because they make it into a 6-week smorgasbord.
The season of eating instead of
okay. So remember my penny analogy. If one day you mess up on your diet and the other 29 days you're on the money, your weight is either going to stay the same or go down. All right. And so remember that. It's okay to celebrate on those days. Okay, but make yourself a plan on how you're going to do it and then stick to the plan. Don't take home all the leftovers with you and eat all the pie and cake for, the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. And if you're the one hosting, or you can bring a different DR, and we have tons of recipes. And if you follow our emails, you'll see every Tuesday we have Tasty Keto Tuesday. And a lot of those recipes, especially coming up now, are going to be holiday friendly. So
that's right.
If you feel like you're getting off track or you want someone to plan with you for this holiday season event of eating, come see us. Give us a call.
I can tell you that when you're taking an appetite suppressant in the holidays, you eat and drink less than if you weren't.
Yeah. And the goal of treatment, and I've been saying this a lot lately in visits, the goal of treatment is not to demonize food, not to make food taste bad, not to develop a negative relationship with food, but to plan for indulgences that you really look forward to and enjoy, and then still like eating the other stuff too that you're doing. But it's a balance where it's a once in a while treat and not an all the time thing.
Yes, that's correct.
And in the holidays, I think that's what we get in trouble with, is we want to keep enjoying, and maybe we have to go to this family member and that family member's place for a different dinner, but you just plan maybe apps at one, dinner at another. Maybe you don't have drinks if you're going to have dessert. So again, it's like a budget. You have to really budget it out. Thank you again for joining us. We have Cherie. So thank you for being here. I see your hashtag. Yeah. You are absolutely in the running for the $25 Target gift card.
That'd be the winner.
Anyone up? Susie. Yeah. Susie's on it as well. Thank you, Susie. Keep it coming.
Yeah. All right.
So planning, and you're planning for indulgences, and then really just going into it with an idea that I'm going to enjoy, and then the next day I'm right back on plan.
That's right.
That is how you approach the holiday successfully.
That's it.
So thank you, Sarah, for that question. Let's talk about Joan.
John from Raleigh.
Changing his gender.
That's all right. John, we're not making you Joan. We just had a misread there. I've been, it's all right if you want to be John.
Yeah,
okay?
That's fine.
For now, we're going to call you John.
I just couldn't read for a moment. Excuse me.
All right. I've been losing 3 to 4 pounds a month and recently started hitting a plateau. Yeah, this is a problem. Okay, but you make a good comment here, John. Nothing changed in my diet or activity level.
That's the key.
What can I do to get through the breakthrough, or to get a breakthrough going on? So it's going to involve some change. You said nothing changed.
Yeah.
Well, your body is adapted to what you're doing. Time for some change. You don't have to wait for every 4 years for a political campaign to come along where change becomes the word. That's not what it is here. We teach a different type of change, like how to change your diet and your activity to get it going on, right? Yeah, so that's real change.
Yeah. And I always tell people, it's not that what you're doing is wrong. It's not that what you're doing is bad. It's just that what you're doing is helping you maintain. It's no longer helping you lose. And if you're not ready to be in maintenance, because that's all a plateau is, it's a maintenance phase. If you're just not ready for this weight of maintenance, then we have to switch something up.
Yep.
We change something in the diet, we change something in the exercise, and sometimes we change something with medication. And we do use medication.
All three at once.
Or we use medication for a reason. You know, this is a biologic adaptation that's happening. When you try to get your weight to come down, your body is trying to get it to go back up. And that is a battle that is hard to fight without any help. And you shouldn't need to fight it without help. It's like when the blood pressure goes up, it's like trying to will it back down without some kind of intervention that includes lifestyle changes and medication. So it's the same. It's the same here with weight. So John, I think I would definitely recommend changing something. And that could be eating less of a certain thing, eating more of a certain thing, fasting, intermittent fasting. I mean, there's lots of things that we can change. And those tweaks tend to be what makes the difference.
That's correct. That's correct. Or maybe it's changing. Maybe if you're exercising, you're doing boot camp. You'd be surprised. I find that people could change that to just brisk walking for an hour and a half a day.
I find that as well.
End up lose weight fine. Whereas they do the more strenuous exercise and they get on that plateau. So you know, change some stuff. All right.
Aw.
Yeah.
Thank you, Elena.
Yeah. Thanks, Elena, for commenting and for being so nice to us.
I appreciate it. Susie wants to know healthy snacks to eat at parties and instead of popcorn when watching movies. That's two excellent questions. And you mentioned the bacon wrapped scallops. Really, if there's any kind of meat or cheese or protein or like a veggie platter, that's really where you want to go for it. And again, don't be afraid to bring your own stuff or eat before you go. That is my strategy. I will never go to a place hungry if I really don't know what my options are.
Big mistake.
So really, you'd want to stick with the proteins for
sure. You can call whoever's inviting you over. Hey, is it all right if I bring a platter of cut up cold cuts and boar's head stuff?
Or, veggies or,
and then you got something, right? And
no one's going to say no to
everyone else will
pimento
like
cheese.
your stuff anyway.
No one's going to say no to a yummy dip and some really delicious things to dip into it. And then that kind of brings me over to the popcorn thing. So crunchy, salty snacks that can replace popcorn. We talk about this a lot. Quest chips. And that's what you're already saying here.
We have these in the office, several flavors. Okay.
And they're available commercially, but we do sell them in the office for convenience. They are phenomenal. They come in tons of flavors. So those are a really good option. I also really encourage folks to try, if they can do dairy and tolerate it, which most of our patients can, those wisps, those little like cheese wisps. Oh my gosh. They're crunchy, baked little cheese crackers. They come in pepper jack, cheddar, Parmesan. It's 100% cheese. That's the only ingredient.
There's no carbohydrate in there. And they are crunchy and taste way better than chips.
Yes. And are better than popcorn. So Alicia is asking, this is awesome. Such great info. Oh, especially for thank you.
Thanks for the comment.
Yeah, we really appreciate that. We know this is a tough time for folks. And this is when we all kind of need extra support, right? Whether it's with our diet or just getting through the holiday season. It can be really hard for us, especially with what's happening with the pandemic. Maybe we can't see people we want to, or maybe we lost loved ones. This is a tough time. So we don't want to make this part any harder. So that's why we're answering your questions, especially around the holidays here, to just give some tips and tricks and provide the support that we all need. We get it.
Yes.
So thank you, John.
Donna from Wake Forest. When I first started on keto, I had bad stomach cramps and constipation. Can this be avoided? Yes. Yes. So usually the stomach cramps and constipation go together because your bowel's trying to move everything through and it's hard as a rock and doesn't want to move through, and this causes the cramps, right? So what's your advice, Michelle? I mean, we deal with this question all the time.
So with any dietary change, I will say there's usually going to be some change to your gut. Okay, so it's not just keto specific. You change what you're eating, how much of it you're eating, how regularly you're eating it, your gut is going to have a change. Sometimes it's not a change that we really like. And constipation is a really, really common one that we see. Now with a ketogenic diet, as we've talked before, it is so great for so many things. It does lower blood pressure and blood volume, and partially is because the kidneys release salt and magnesium and potassium. All things super important to healthy bowel function and movement. The sodium and the magnesium is what I would focus on in particular. Yes. So I would make sure you're getting plenty of sodium. And I'm not talking about processed food with sodium in it or the kind of sodium we get after eating Chinese food and our hands are swollen the next day. Talking about making sure you're adding like pink salt and sea salt to your foods, eating things like olives and pickles and cheese, which are naturally salty. This is going to allow water to follow the sodium into your bowel and make sure that it's soft and it moves through. And then magnesium is a mineral that we recommend all the time. Yes. We sell it in the office. Magnesium citrate is a form we recommend quite frequently because it is one of the superior magnesiums when it comes to moving things through the GI tract. So we're avoiding things like constipation. And that's really where I focus my attention with constipation. Magnesium, sodium. How about you?
Well, I do also really advocate that. There's some other things, I'm getting gray in the beard. I'm getting a little bit older. And I was trained by people who now are retired. Yeah, they're like 80 something years. And so when you talk to those, they practiced medicine in an era where it was where we didn't have all the things we had today, right? And so one of the things I was taught that still remains, I think, really true is just the concept of any of these things, whether it's medications or diet, your stool gets hard. Okay, hard as a brick. And so Michelle's talked about the idea of low carb diet. You get into ketosis, water goes from your kidneys. It follows the ketones that are being excreted along with sodium and magnesium, and dehydration, relative dehydration is a problem. You should drink 100 ounces of water a day. Once you pour it down your mouth, you have to hydrate your gut. Okay. Second thing, I like the magnesium. Magnesium will draw water into your bowel. Okay. And cause the bowel to contract, unlike the sodium. Okay. So I have just like some magnesium citrate or milk of magnesia, which is magnesium hydroxide, and you take that in the evening with a very big glass of water, like the 4 tablespoon size thing medicine cup on top of it. Okay, and you just do it every night with 16 to 20 ounces of water. This will really, really help. Okay, there's a couple other things you can do. You can take a stool softener. Okay, that helps. You just be consistent about this. And from my grandmother and grandfather's era, they still sell it in the store. It's like $1.50 a bottle. But over there next to all that stuff I just mentioned is mineral oil. You don't absorb mineral oil. Think it's just lubricant. Yeah, you take a couple tablespoons at night, and it's just going to grease up your bowel. And so anything that's in there moves a lot easier. So those are kind of, just things you can do because some people tend to get constipated more than others. That's the other thing. Some people go all the time, 2-3 times a day. I'm like, whoa. And then other people, their normal pattern is I go once every 3 days. And then you go on a ketogenic diet. Now you're only going once a week. You need to be doing some of these things, right?
And doing them
cheap
consistently.
And easy and safe. And when you quit doing them, you don't have any rebound constipation.
Right. So make sure too, with the magazine, you're doing it every night. A lot of people wait until they've gone 4 or 5 days, they're uncomfortable, and then they want to take all the things. You really want to be doing these things on a regular basis to prevent the constipation once it's solved. Okay. So Elena's got a question about fruit. She likes fruit. Knows fruit's kind of a little bit out of bounds. Is there any fruit better than others? Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
All the berries are wonderful. Yeah. So blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, strawberries.
If it ends a berry, it's generally okay. Don't put sugar on it.
Yeah.
So, we generally allow berries. Now, if you eat like 10 cups of berries a day, it's probably too much. But I promise you, if you eat 10 cups of berries a day, you'll get diarrhea first.
Yeah, your body will let you know that's not okay.
So that's right. Yeah. So usually that's not a problem. So berries are all right. The more kind of less sweet of the apples are usually okay.
Yeah,
the green apples, those are okay. And so things like that. And then the other thing I would say, Elena, if you want to go out and exercise, Immediately after you exercise, if you want to have a bowl of your favorite fruit, you can do it. And this will not keep you, I don't think, in the grand scheme of things, out of ketosis.
Right.
Because right after you exercise, you've depleted your muscle glycogen. And when you eat fruit, your body takes that and then replaces the glycogen.
It's your muscles soak up carbohydrates. So immediately before or after exercise is probably the best time to be timing any kind of higher carbohydrate item, even if it's fruit.
So it's a way to kind of earn it.
Yes.
And so anyway, he says, okay, I can have some of this, but I got to put some work into it first.
Yeah. And I always say, my patients could probably quote me on this, fruit is like a condiment. We don't want to replace dinner with watermelon.
Yes, correct.
Or you have it with a meal or
right.
at, right after the meal as a small dessert.
That's a good rule.
Okay, so use it like a condiment.
Yep.
All right. We've had some other entry. I think Holly has entered. Thank you so much. Keep it coming. We love that you are asking us live questions as we do the questions that we already
Melissa
have.
from Durham. How tenured is your team? They're just so great at what they do.
Oh, well, that's a lovely question.
So I would say that, we have a very tenured team, and I don't think you can go anywhere in the country and find a more tenured team anywhere. But that takes work because there's not training programs for this.
Right.
So Michelle and I, for example, I kind of showed Michelle the ropes, showed her where to get more continuing education about this sort of thing. And she's worked here a long time, and so she really understands things. And then we actually have to train people. And the real challenge is trying to get people committed to that long-term process. Okay, because you don't get good until you come to a place like this, work here, and stick with it. That's how you get good. And until there's residency programs, for example, at medical schools that do this, this is how you do it. And so I try to hire people who want to stay with us and commit to that process. And then we kind of educate you as you go along, and you just get better at it. So, anything you'd like to add about that? No, So
conferences are my big thing. So it's not just the time spent here interacting with patients on a daily basis and using that clinical interaction over and over to help me understand how to better help my next person. But the conferences through the Obesity Medicine Association are where a lot of us get our continuing education.
So I just recently finished my second stint on the board of trustees of the Obesity Medicine Association. We're the number one. We've always been the number one. We provide clinical education in obesity medicine. In the United States, we are the go-to for education. And so Michelle's been a member for a long time and an active participant, and the education is good there. That's part of it. That's part of it. If you want to check out the Obesity Medicine Association, it's obesitymedicine.org. Got a good website. Tells you all about their educational events. And
there's also a Obesity Action Coalition, the OAC, which is more patient focused and has a lot of wonderful educational and support resources.
That's correct.
The OMA is geared a little bit more towards clinicians. The OAC, or Obesity Action Coalition, is geared more for individuals looking for some support and education.
Yes, look, for as far as the non-clinical, quote, non-clinical folks that work in our office, we hire nice people. That's how we do it. Because no one wants to come in and weigh in and discuss their weight with people who aren't nice. And so we've got a caring group of good folks that work, whether they're in the front office or the providers. And so
it's not just knowing, it's not just knowing the clinical stuff, and telling you what to do. It's how we do it. And we really have a passion of helping people, not dictating, not saying this is the only way, it's not my way or the highway around here. It's very supportive. It's very caring. It's very gentle when it needs to be, and maybe a bit more, to the point when it needs to be. So I think hopefully those of you who are already patients have found that. And I think the referrals probably let us know that, because we have a lot of folks that come because other people have referred them to us, which is the biggest gift of all.
All right. Iris from Cary, can you help explain how to go on and off a keto diet safely and effectively without gaining all the weight back? I have some advice for you, Iris. I would consider adopting a low carbohydrate lifestyle for the long term. Why do you think you gain weight when you go off that stuff? Because if you return back to eating refined carbohydrates, guess what happens to your weight usually? It goes up. When you eat things that occur naturally in nature, I always say animals, what comes from animals and what you grow in gardens, your weight tends to do what? So this is a sign that, hey, whether you describe it as a keto diet or a low carb diet, avoiding sugar, flour, rice, and potatoes in most of their forms, most of the time is going to get you to where you want to be and keep you there and in good health. So it's safe to go on it. Okay. And to go off of it, you better be real disciplined about how much you're eating and taking, because look, restricting calories works whether you're eating cake or whether you're eating meat, right? So I think that you have to be real disciplined if you go off of it to just say, hey, I can't go back to eating the way I was before. That's what made me gain the weight in the first place. Yeah. Okay. And the thing I did to lose it is healthy to do for the long term. And maybe I should consider adopting that or some modified version of that and weigh on a regular basis to see what I weigh so I know how it's affecting my weight. Yeah. Okay. I think that that's a real good concept.
Yeah, I agree. But if for some reason you did really want to, we can guide you through that. Often it is weighing regularly, keeping track of your food, and very slowly increasing your carbohydrate to find your threshold. Some people can tolerate a little sweet potato after a walk or before, a workout. Other people cannot. Okay. So we really have to go through individualized and help folks through that. All right. We got some questions in the comments section. Holly, what are your thoughts on exogenous ketones in addition to a low carb keto diet? So I think we've covered this once or twice before. They can be helpful for sure, especially with the symptoms. I am definitely not on board with the marketing that a lot of them have, which is you can eat pasta and French fries and take these and you're in keto or ketosis. Definitely not the goal. That's not the goal at all. We want to be generating our own ketones from the fat. Exactly. That's how you get into ketosis. So while they do have their place, they're not something that we recommend all the time to our patients so much. I say
it's fine to use them if you're on a ketogenic diet and you're restricting your carbohydrates.
They can help too with focus. Yeah. So if you're already doing the diet, they can be helpful.
And Holly asked that question.
Yes.
Thank you, Holly, for the question. Elena, I've struggled to get back in the groove of intermittent fasting. Any suggestions? Plan it. Like Michelle says.
Yes, get an app if you don't already have one. A lot of folks, even though those apps are exquisitely simplistic, it's literally just like you put in the time that you start eating and it tells you how many hours you have left to keep eating. It works wonderfully. It's an outside data point that you can say, oh, okay, well, I better eat lunch because I only have, another hour and then my eating window is done. So the planning and an app could help. Carolyn says, I've been exercising. I'm 53. My issue is losing the weight and stubborn belly fat. You're not alone. Don't feel I am accomplishing the weight loss. That is super frustrating. Yeah. So we have a lot of women who experience this, and the abdomen is very stubborn. That is why a lot of times we are telling our women to do a low carbohydrate diet, because a lot of times we really need to get insulin levels down in order to get that abdominal fat to go away. So low carbohydrate if you're not already doing it, and we can guide you more on that. If you want to talk to us in the office.
Exercise alone will not cause you to lose a whole lot of weight when you're in your 40s and 50s.
No, the diet's really, really key.
It's diet plus that. I always say it's diet, it's medication, it's behavioral change, and exercise. And we can help you with that. If you hadn't been coming to the office, now's the time to come back. We can help you. If you've never been to this office and you'd like to make an appointment to be a new start, call. We can get you in, and this will really make a difference in this situation.
Thank you, Carolyn, for that question. I appreciate it.
Okay, I want to quick answer Fran's question. Fran sent one in. I like this. Any plans to expand to Wake Forest or other cities in North Carolina? I'd like to expand to every city in North Carolina. However, we have the same problem that everyone else has. Is for you business owners, hiring help is a problem. It's a real problem right now everywhere. And so that's the first thing. The second thing is the training stuff we talked about. We got to train everybody. And so finding somebody who's committed for the long term, who's nice, who's committed for the long term, is going to embrace the mission. This is kind of the rate limiting step. And so right now there's a shortage of workers, and in particular in healthcare. And this is a real issue. So we don't have any immediate plans. I think maybe the way to solve it is to come up with virtual programs where everyone can participate from anywhere. And that's where I see the immediate future going. Okay.
We have a winner. Alicia Perry. You've won a $25 gift card from Target. Thank you so much, everyone, for entering. We will contact you, Alicia, and get you that gift card. Thank you so much for joining us today.
That's right.
We're open. Come see us. Visit us at simonsmetabolics.com and keep sending your questions.
There we go. Take care, everybody. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.